James Fogo. He is the Dean of the Center for Maritime Strategy at the Navy League of the United States and Distinguished Fellow at the Center for European Policy Analysis. And one of the things we've seen over the last several hours, Ukraine is pushing back the Russians in Kyiv, in Kharkiv, although we haven't heard from Kharkiv in a while here, also down south in Mykolaiv. Admiral, if you can, I want you to get us inside the head of one of these Russian troops. Who are these 190,000 Russian forces that are trying and so far failing to push toward Kyiv?
John, it's a tough question. First of all, they are Slavs, and this is a Slav-on-Slav fight, which is really unfortunate. Same culture, and in many cases, same language. So Ukraine speak Ukraine, but they also speak Russian. And so when you get out of your tank, you know, it's almost like you're back home and bringing violence to people that look just like your mom and dad. That's point number one. There's a lot of conscripts in here, too. They're not the best trained. They only have about a year and a half of service up in Belarus. As you and I were talking, maybe about a year in Russia before they're thrown into a conflict like this. And can you imagine, without a good set of orders, understanding what you're doing and a strategy, they're just driving down the road. And in many cases, the Ukrainians are hitting with unmanned aerial vehicles and ordnance. They're hitting them with anti-tank weapons, Stinger missiles in the air. And the fight is not going well. I think if I was General Gerasimov, the chief of defense in Russia, I'd be a little worried about my job right now. And I don't know what's going to happen if President Putin clamps down, because the next steps could be even more severe.
Look, one of my friends who spent years in Russia said to me yesterday, it's like invading grandma's house. Put yourself in the mind of a Russian soldier invading grandma's house. I do want to ask, though, we talk about the resources that the Russians still have to bear. This is the convoy, 3-mile-long column at least.
Right.
And so people know where this is. Let me see if I can show people where this is. It's here. It's Ivankiv, right here. This is right here. It's only about, 30 kilometers from Kyiv. I mean, do the Russians have unlimited resources to put in play here?
No, that's a very good point. And they found out thus far they've been running out of gas, and they've run out of ordnance in some cases and ammunition. They don't have unlimited resources. And, frankly, neither do we. I mean, we have supply line problems, and this is going to haunt them. And I'm not sure how much longer they can keep up the intensity of this invasion. It takes a production line to reproduce missiles, short-range ballistic missiles, medium-range ballistic missiles, and ammunition, and then you've got to get it there to the fight. We've closed off, the European Union has closed off their airspace. So that has restricted them in many ways of moving supplies around inside Russia.
Yeah, look, this is a look. All this airspace, and actually more, too. This is all closed off here. This is closed off here. Can't fly that way. So that's happening to the Russians now also. Admiral Fogo, great to see you. Thank you
Thanks
so
very
much
much, John. Great to be here.
Really helpful to have your expertise.
Super.